Hello YouTubers, I hope you're having a fantastic day today and welcome to my next project pan update. For the past few months I've been project panning things that are overly hyped on YouTube, those things that we hear holy grail to our favorite beauty gurus, and so I'm just sharing with you where I am on each of these things. But I had this brilliant idea a couple days ago and I made a video that I'll link below. But I want to start a challenge, and I challenge you this 2014 in what I'm going to call Pan That Palette. And what I'm thinking is, like for me, I've been project panning my Urban Decay Naked palette, but I would love to hear if there's something out of your collection that you would like to finish in 2014. Like an eyeshadow quad, or if you want to go big and do like your Urban Decay Naked palette, or if you want to do a Too Faced palette or like duos, it doesn't matter what size, but I'm putting the challenge to you to finish a palette in 2014. And if you're filming it, I would love to see your progress. So go on and comment below if there's something you're working on. And again, I'll link to my Project Pan Challenge video in the description box. And if you are project panning and you're in a rut, or you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling overwhelmed, I've started a series I call Shop That Stash. And what I'm doing is I'm watching current makeup trends. I just did a video on the Pantone Color of the Universe, which is an orchid fuchsia purple. And I'm finding dupes or comparable things within my existing hoard. So if you're stuck on where to project pan or where to start, or you're just tired of buying makeup, that's a good place to go to, because then you're rediscovering things that you've already purchased without having to go spend more money. So I love watching those videos. I mean, I've been accumulating makeup for years now, and I'm at the point where I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of it. So it's time to use this stuff up. So would love to have you join me and send me your palette that you would like to work on if you are wanting to join in this challenge with me. So as far as my project pan items today, I'm only showing the things that are overly hyped on YouTube, and then I do have a couple of things that have worked in with the current makeup trend that I'll show you guys. So very quickly, for the past month, because I've only had it for a month, but for the past month, since my skin has been so dry with this winter weather and coming in and out of the heat, I've been feeling so parched. So I went to my local Macy's and I picked up a bottle of MAC Fix Plus. It looks like so. In a month, that's how much I've used. But I have a great tip for this for you guys. It's the perfect thing to make your skin just say, like, I know, dork, but whatever. I got in my car and like my skin was feeling so congested, yet so dry and so blah. But after I spritzed this onto my face, I literally felt like I could hear it just breathe. Whatever. So this is worthwhile. It's between $16 and $22 depending on where you purchase it. This has a very, very strong floral scent. I personally don't mind it. It smells like spa water to me. But what I have discovered with this is if I spray this before I put on my foundation primer, and I just kind of do 8 to 10 inches away from my face and spritz, but spray it before my primer and spray it when I'm completely done applying my makeup, I kid you not, my makeup lasts like 13 hours. I apply my makeup normally at about 7 a.m. each morning, and I usually take it off about 10 p.m. This has made it to where I don't feel like I have to touch up during the day. Like if I know I'm going to go out for the evening, I'll touch up, my blush or my lipstick or, the normal things, but I don't have to touch my concealer or my powder unless I feel like I need to. So if you want a way to make your makeup more bulletproof, if you will, I would give this a try, because I really like it. It is going to be something I repurchase. In fact, this is probably going to be the way I back to MAC stuff, is just 6 of these. So MAC Fix Plus, awesome stuff. I have been loving this for the past month. Then the next thing is eye makeup. I've been working on 2 Maybelline color tattoos, and I expect to finish these really within the next month, probably the next month or 2 month update from here. So March. The first color that it's going to take me a little longer to finish this one, but the first color I've been working on is my Maybelline color tattoo in Too Cool. It's a gorgeous white shade. I've actually started swiping around the sides of the acrylic container, so it's kind of hard to see here. You can see where I've started working on the sides, and then if you look at the back, you can see where it's thinned out. So there's that. But the color that I will finish within the next update is my bold gold. And I'm going to do the gold eyeshadow look until I finish this color tattoo. And then I have another look planned for my project pan. So here's bold gold. I can feel the insides of the acrylic container as I swipe around. This is starting to go very quickly. So if you're looking to use a Maybelline color tattoo, if you use a particular one every single day, this has taken me about 7-8 months to get through. So just FYI, if you're looking for something to project pan, 7-8 months is all you have to commit to this. And all I do is I put this on my lid. I'm not even doing it all over my eye. Nothing crazy. It's just on my lid. And I'm getting through this in like 7 months. Because I think I started my gold eyeshadow look in June. And now we're in January. So, because I'm thinking this will be done by the end of this month. So there we go. And then the next thing that I have been project panning is my Urban Decay Naked Palette. And I am 2 shadows done now out of 12. So let's see if I can get through the other 10 by December 2014. So here is my Old Faithful Naked Palette. I have finished Virgin, and so I have dubbed in Skimp from Book of Shadows 4. It's not a perfect dupe for Virgin, but it's close enough, and on my skin it has a very similar payoff. So if you run out of Virgin and you have the Book of Shadows 4, you don't need to run out and go buy a single pan of Virgin. You can use Skimp. It is a champagne white. It does have the same shimmer, but it's not quite as white as Virgin. The next color I finished is Half Baked, and I finished this yesterday. So I have subbed in, this is a gold shade, and I apologize, I don't know what the color name is because I've depotted it, but this came out of the Too Faced Bonbons palette from last year. And I wanted to add, I don't know if it's like worth doing another Shop That Stash video, but if you have been eyeballing and lusting after the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, you don't need to buy it if you bought the Too Faced Bonbons palette last year. It's the same shadows, they just changed the pan form and the packaging. Granted, this one does not smell like cocoa if that's what you're into, but pretty much the colors are spot on, and you actually get the extra lavender shade that's from the Romantic Eyes palette in the Bonbons palette. So just FYI, if you're lusting after it and you've already purchased it, for me personally, I would bring out the Too Faced Bonbons palette, and then these are the same size. You can you can depot them and put them in your MAC palettes, or if you have a Z palette, all that good stuff. So I just stick them on the end of my Naked palette since this is the magnetic area, and I work with these while I do my eyeshadow. So Virgin and Half Baked are done. I'm still working on Buck and Naked for my brows, and I also use Naked in my crease area to make my blending a little bit easier. So that's helping me to get through Naked pretty fast. So these are eyebrows. I go through, you can tell I've made some more progress with Smog. I use this in my crease area on top of Naked. You can tell I'm working out of the top portion. But like I said, I'm only going to do the gold look till I finish the bold gold color tattoo. And then I'm going to do a look with Hustle, and I'm going to bring out my Urban Decay eyeshadow Money from the Book of Shadows 3. So stay tuned if you're interested in a tutorial with that, because that's going to be way different than this. And I'm not going to do tutorials unless it's something different than what we've seen. So there's Smog. And then I line my lower lash line with Dark Horse. You can see I'm starting to make a dent in the side of this pan, and that's all I do. I just line my lower lash line. Contrary to popular belief, Urban Decay eyeshadows are a lot more powdery than you think. And I'll show you in just a minute. But yes, they're highly pigmented. Yes, they are fabulous, fabulous shadows. But as you start using them, there is a lot of fallout. So they're not as, I don't even know what the word is, but they're not as like gold standard, as we've been led to believe. You know, like, I think the same about MAC products too, because like you dip your brush into a MAC product and there's tons of fallout. Like, considering how much money we pay for that stuff, you would think there'd be less fallout and like last longer, but whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't mind that there's a lot of fallout now, because since I'm project panning, I'm like, woohoo, that means more gone. But I digress. So after dark horse lining my lower lash line, I go through with Creep, because the eyeliner pencil I've been using for the past couple of months is not intense enough for me. It's a charcoal Big and Bright eyeliner from Bare Minerals. And so what I do is I put the pencil liner on first, and then I go over the top with Creep just to set it. And it makes it that dark, intense black. I'm not a fan of Creep on its own. It's a little too shimmery for me. I'd rather use a matte black, but to line liner, it's beautiful and it works really well. So making a dent in that. So I'm hoping that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 guaranteed to be finished within the next few months. And I'm going to incorporate Sin with my next look. So 5. So 5 out of 12. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So there's where I am with my Naked palette. And then as far as cheek colors, actually I am going to include my Project Pan bronzer, even though I don't really hear it talked about much on YouTube, but it is the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the High Dive. This is it, guys. Whew. 18 months. 18 months. And I still have this. And I use this bronzer every single time I put on makeup. But here's where I am. I'm proud of myself. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do when I'm done with this bronzer, like, besides move on to another bronzer. But I feel like I need a celebratory, like, have my husband take me out to dinner for finishing this bronzer. Like, is that totally bizarre? But I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I plan to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil deluxe samples that I have once I'm finished with this. And then maybe, like, I've got NARS Laguna and Benefit Hoola, you know, all those bronzers we hear about. So figured I'd go through Chocolate Soleil first, since it's very similar to this. If you are looking to Project Pan a bronzer, I would go with something smaller, because this is like 18 months. That's commitment. I don't know, but that's where I am with that. I should be done with this probably within the next 2 updates. We'll see. And then as far as cheek colors, I finished my original Project Pan blush of NARS Orgasm, and so I put in Benefit's Coralista. This is deluxe sample. Here's where I am. I'm not currently using this because I wanted to do the Orchid look for 2014, so I'm going to bring this back out in like June. So, because I'll probably do the gold look again to finish off Smog for summer. So we'll bring this back out at a later date, but here's where I am. I'll hit pan and finish this very quickly. And that's the other thing, Benefit powders, if you're looking to Project Pan, the box powders go really, really fast. I understand why they put them in that box packaging, because the product flies everywhere. It's crazy. So, if you want to Project Pan something really fast, get a Benefit powder. There's Coralista. What I've been doing for my blush combo is I brought out NARS Sin. It's a beautiful plum color. It has some gold shimmer in it. But again, if you're looking to Project Pan and you want to keep up with current trends, what I've done is I've taken from my Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette. There is a bluish pink in the top around, I guess it's the deep end, whatever the teal color is. But it is this color called Tainted. And I say that Urban Decay shadows are a lot more powdery. This is the new formula, because Urban Decay, their 15th anniversary palette was, I think, the first unveiling of the new eyeshadow formula that we can buy now. But this, like when you run your brush through it, powder goes all over the place. All over the place. But it's a beautiful orchid pink color. It's too light for me to wear as a blush on its own. So what I do to get the orchid look, and this is identical to the Marc Jacobs blush in Outspoken that I put in my Shop That Stash, in case you're wondering. So what I do is I just put Tainted, which is this finger, on top of Sit. I'm not using this as a highlighter. I literally layer them together. It makes the perfect orchid pink blush for the season. It's what I'm currently wearing. I'm loving this combination, and I chose it because Sin is one of my older blushes. So I wanted to go on and move this out, and I figure you can double eyeshadow as blush. There is no crime in doing that, and I figure this makes me look really tired on its own. I'll use it as a blush. So I've been getting through this relatively quickly, considering I just started using it within the past like 2 weeks. Because I used Coralista, I think like 2 weeks. So this is 2 weeks use, basically from being brand new. Yeah, there's a lot of powder that falls out of there. So that's where I am with blush. And then as far as my current lip combo, I finished my Project Pan lipstick. I used a Maybelline Color Whisper and Made It Mauve. And I wanted to do the orchid look again with my lips, since I'm doing it with my cheeks and a neutral eye. So I chose the Covergirl lipstick in number 335, or Embrace. It is a beautiful orchid purple color. If you want something to put life back into your face, this is dynamite. It is blue enough, it's gonna make your teeth look crazy white. It's drugstore prices, bonus. And the other thing is, even if you're not a dark lipstick wearer, you will find this very flattering for you. It is easy to wear every day. I get complimented on this everywhere I go. It's actually the combo I have on my lips right now. It doesn't matter where I've gone, the grocery store, to my kids' extracurricular activities, to the bank. Women stop me all the time and they say, where did you get your lip color? And it's even better that I can say, it's a Covergirl lipstick. So, Covergirl 335 and Embrace. Get your hands on this. It is crazy good for the value. And instead of buying the new glosses, I know like L'Oreal's released a bunch of glosses, YSL, MAC, I mean everybody's on the gloss train. You can do the fuchsia gloss with stuff that you have at home. And the one that I use in my makeup drawer in the morning is this Maybelline gloss that was released last year. You can find them at the grocery store. I don't know if there's a series name, I don't remember, but this is in the color Raspberry Reflections. And all I do with this, it's a beautiful orchid fuchsia. It's actually the same color as my nail polish, now that I look at it. But here is that. And when you put it on your lips, it has a perfume scent, like it literally smells like you're putting perfume on your lips. But the color is so stunning, and all I do is I pop this in the center of my lips, and it is gorgeous, dynamite gorgeous. And in my purse, I keep the Maybelline Color Vivids in Hot Plum, and then I have the Revlon Color Burst Lip Gloss, or is it Superlustrous Gloss? It's the one that comes in the round tube in the color Sugar Violet, and I don't have them on hand because my purse is in my kitchen. So, but my on the go, and again, I get complimented on that all the time, is Maybelline Color Vivid Hot Plum and the Sugar Violet from Revlon. So I will go on and link all those products below if you are interested in incorporating those into your routine, or if you want to pick them up for yourself. And I'll go on and put the link for my Pan That Palette Challenge. And that is it for today. Like, everything else is the standard. I'm using foundation, I'm using powder, I'm using concealer, all that stuff. I will talk about those in my empties video for the month. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.